Hey, karibuni, naona hapa tumeamka leo na Mesha Ruben, tumeamka hapa na Mesoe Rasto, karibuni sana. Welcome to this show.
Guy, mimi nilikuwa ready na siko ready. Yani kidogo.
If Friday imeingia hivi. Yani
we have entered.
August ended with its own things. September started with its own things.
September started with other things. We cannot even use words to describe what September has checked in us. But look at us, we are here. Mukwaje. Good morning, good today. Mimi leo nimeamka tu na furaha ingine tu hapa.
Hata mimi nimefurahi leo. Niko na la ndani ya lo.
Uko na la ndani ya lo.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
You're feeling kinda nini?
Karibuni sana.
Mazi.
Kwenye Galactic Productions. Kwenye Herself Africa. Kwenye useme jina yako nani?
Mimi naitwa Mo Afrofab.
And mimi hapa naitwa Tieno. And on the decks is DJ Roy. DJ Roy ameturoga.
Sasa DJ Roy amesema tu lazima tu tuambiane tu good morning by force by fire. Yaani hata kale ka usingizi kalikoka na linga pale kameonda.
You know, do you like that? Alafu kulikuwa na ile ngoma imeanza. Leo tuingie tu ndani ya topics.
Leo tunaiva nayo
imeitwa Agara Tongolo Time. Na leo makasiriko ya leo ilikuwa ianze na nini? My money. Masema ipe hii story ya kucheza na pesa za watu wasio wa Kenya bana. Tuacheni.
You are not going to play with my money.
Inaanza na vitu ndogo kama ati
makasiriko tu zingine.
Ati furaha ya rental ni kungangana na landlord. I don't prescribe.
Anaku si lazima.
You don't have to.
It's not by force.
Ujue pia wewe huyo landlord unamenyana naye. Pia yeye akona bills.
Pia akona noma zake. Na akikuletea noma zake, wewe unaanza kupelekea watu wengine.
Utaweza kweli?
Unashangaa what are these? Umeenda umefika home, umepata your significant other ameleta na juu cause G boss amedecide ama kuna client amekataa kulipa. Alafu wewe unakuja umeongezea landlord.
I know.
Bestie.
But I just think we should style up as a people. We should style up. Yeah.
That story of kungangana na landlord is a fallacy.
You know, you don't have to wait until the 10th to pay someone their money. Because when you delay them, they're also delaying someone else. And it has a negative effect.
Oh, trust me.
Going forward, for society.
Horrible.
You know? Na mimi unajua uba yangu mtu akiona deni yangu, mimi nyamaza tu. Namuulizanga tu pole mara moja.
You night at the end of you.
I just ask nicely. Once, twice, thrice. The fourth time I ask, it will not be nicely.
With actions.
Sikuenda kuuliza mara ya 4. Ndio tajamini demo Islando. Ndio sasa hizo matweng zangu
urashe na check in. Unakutaka umekuja best. Ulipo kwa mkono. Ulipo kwa mkono na kama.
Historia ulipo kwa mkono. Kwa chapatu la
mimi niliona sana lakini alafu nafanya nafsi kupigwa na slippers lakini hiyo story ni just tu.
Afrofab believes that when you go into war you have to get your slippers.
Usipoteze slippers
kwanza.
Lazima uvae. Bata za umoja unaingisha hapa katikati na nini ndio ikifika sasa best. This is the reason why.
Guys,
this is the reason why. Sasa noma itatokea, si ndio? Mnatoka mbio, si ndio? You're there, you're running. In the tongue like the bulls, run for my life.
Yeah.
So you're there, you're trying to run.
Yeah.
Slippers zitoke. Best. Slippers zitoke.
Yeah.
Utaenda kufika kwenye bila slippers nani? Utavunjwa juu uko na chokozana, utavunjwa juu ulipoteza slippers na hizo slippers zilibaiwa last week. Bado kuna namba chini.
Is that why you wear your slippers on your hands to run? Just so they get home.
Yes.
Not to help you slap somebody. No. I don't believe you.
But I'm not violent. I like running for my life. Kukimbia.
Wacha ni kwanza tuachie story ya Deni for 1 second. Ndio sawa makasirika leo ni ya Deni. Lakini leo asubuhi I have to share. I woke up this morning and something cheated me, lied to me. Something cheated me. Something cheated me that I should switch on the TV.
Yes.
Usually I wake up, I get dressed, I get ready, I get out. That's my thing. Yeah? I get up, go start my day. But today something lied to me. Kwanza I woke up with munchies, like someone who had some illicit stuff last night. But I didn't. I just woke up hungry. Yeah. So I had ugali with fish and sukuma wiki. My leftovers from yesterday.
Very early on the dot. Inaitwanga breakfast like a king.
Eat breakfast like a king. So anyway, what happened after? I switched on the TV.
Yeah.
So I switch on the TV and this program comes on. Which channel is that? I don't know. I see a teacher. And very quickly I am traumatized. Just by the sight of a teacher, I am traumatized. Yeah? So I'm watching this guy talking, yeah? I'm thinking, what's he going to talk about, yeah? And he's talking about physics. Mimi nilifail physics mpaka hata iko kwa living certificate yangu.
Uliachia class 8. Mimi high school like that sasa.
Mimi nilifika standard 8. Nikajua beyond here siwezi.
Nothing.
Wacha ningangane na zile najua.
I know go do this.
Mimi ni mjaluo. Kwa hivyo kizungu hivi, mathematics hivi, accountants, business people. So I just thought, you know what, yeah, I'll stick to what I know and do it well. Yeah? So this teacher today, this morning, and na mimi niko na makasiriko. Kwanza, niko na makasiriko kwa sababu they were teaching Form 4 saying it's a revision. As if Form 4s are going to have exams.
They're being hopeful. What does not have taken?
But they've already said, yeah? Kids who did Form 4 last year, they've done it, it's finished. Kids who went into Form 4 this year, they've learned nothing. 2 months worth, if that.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So it's nothing. So what you should be doing to get them revised is teaching them Form 3 work.
Form 3, Form 2. Actually, that's the revision because Form 4 silico 2 compilation is of
exactly. You know, so you should be revising with them Form 3 work in this last term, so that when they walk into next year, Form 4 proper, they have a clue of where they're going. Do you get me? Now, you're trying to get people to learn Form 4 work that they have to go and start from scratch again. Teachers, Udimaraj, you're going badly. Munaenda vibaya. Mumedanganya, you have cheated, you have lied. I think it's not a secret to say that I hated school. I hated school, and if I could get away with not putting my child in a school, I would have got away with it. If I had enough money to homeschool my child, I would have homeschooled him and socialized him in the playground somewhere, paid the school for my child to just go and play during the break time and come back home. I'm not even joking. That's how much I hated school.
The break time.
You know, and you know what I mean? So, teacher, what are you to do with physics? Maybe I don't understand physics. I understand physiology, which is biology.
Yes, biology.
Biology,
I would say. My teacher used to call it biology.
So anyway, this guy starts talking about Boyle's law. At this point, my brain has started hurting. And then he said something like atmospheric pressure like this, and then he drew one test tube going like this, and one test tube going like this, and he drew another test tube that was facing down. At this point, I have checked out of the class. All of this while I enjoy my breakfast. Good morning. Ugali, mboga, na kasemaki.
Asubuhi. Breakfast for champions in a physics lesson.
Champions. So, and then this guy goes ahead to say, Ati, we are going to do this calculation. But before we do this calculation, now he has left Boyle's law. He has gone to Charles's law. I don't understand. Kwani Kimathi ajaya ndikalo? Kwani Otieno ajaya ndikalo? All these years we haven't discovered African laws.
Ata double M ajandika.
We don't have laws that African laws. You know, let us easy my child's laws, do Darwin's theory of what? Of impossibility. Anyway, let us go back. This guy drew a test tube going this way, another test tube going this way, saying Sijui Mercury. The moment he said N times 4 here /mg per minute.
When you start calculating and multiplying numbers and letters and getting
my brain physically hurt. I'm not even joking.
Okay, Mungu, let us know in the comment section. Ni wangapi walifanya physics?
Kama uliona hiyo program ya physics leo asubuhi, na unaona hii ni ujinga, zile vitu wote wetu bado wanafundishwa. Kubaliana na mimi. Vuka sakafu on this side. going to work for NASA. I don't know why you need to know how you can make mercury stand on a test tube and then calculate the pressure in the air under the mercury on top of the mercury in the mercury. Why? Why do we still need to know this?
Mimi kama Afro.
I'm going to be a designer. They're already designing wonderful clothes. They have a collection of clothes. Yeah. Why are we still making them? Land Boys Law, Charles's Law, the SI unit of Kelvins. This is what an imaginer za watu.
Teacher me, I beg to shukia here. I can't. I want to alight now.
No, I know I say it in jest. I know I say it in jest. But for me, I say Black Lives Matter. Black lives should matter also when we're being taught irrelevant things.
By lakini kusema ukweli, there's things we did in school. Up to now, like sai 2020 tumeka hapa sai si jawai apply.
Mimi nakwambia nilifail physics mpaka hawakuweka kwa living certificate yangu. Chemistry nafikiri nilikuwa na hii for efforts. Na hiyo hata nafikiri tu waliona tu hiyo wanipatie kwa sababu
aliandika jina na index number.
Yeah? Sciences, the only science I actually enjoyed is biology, and that's the only thing that I use right now. You get me? Yeah? I think we need to get away from this thing of forcing children to do things that they will never use. Right now we're sat in this studio. All this is physics around us. There's lights around us. Do I need to know how a bulb bloody works? I don't need to fucking know all of that. Excuse my language. I don't need to know that. Yeah. I really don't need to know why that light can turn yellow and red and orange. No. I just need to know. If I press this button, that light turns orange. You get me? I don't need to know the PSI of a camera, the SSI, the SI unit of Kelvin. I don't need to know any of that. Show me a button. Show me a button. Tell me, if you press this button, hey presto, you get pizza out of an oven. Do I need to know how an element works?
What is an element? What is an element?
Mimi ndio MAKASIRIKO na shule Roy Matenga amesema hapa chemistry was the worst. I agree. Na kwanza hizo test tube na masijui.
Na mix.
Mimi nakwambia kuna siku tuliambiwa tufanye ati to collect urine samples.
Are you serious? But why?
I swear sijui tulikuwa tunaenda kufanya experiment ya nini?
But why?
Uliingia kwa hiyo class na mko boarding, people are already dehydrated. Your lesson is in the afternoon. You collected urine samples in the morning. Those test tubes. I call them test tubes. I don't even call them test tubes. I don't even care what they're called.
Probably your teacher used to call them test
were
tubes.
Opened and United Tieno walked out of class. Nikasema nichapeni for 1 week. Stand me under a tree for a whole week without food. I refuse to stay in that stench. Send me home.
Only got problem, child. Only got problem. I don't go home.
I used to do anything.
Right after my first.
Sijawahi suspendiwa. Hata even suspension ya ile endo kalete wazazi.
Newsmaker.
Hata ile endo kalete wazazi.
Unajua kuna wenye walikuwa newsmaking na nini?
Atienda home. Go and bring your parents. Hata hiyo sijawahi tumwa. Even that one of call your father to come to school. Never.
Unafikira noma ilikuwa nini? Either walikuwa noma.
It's because I used to tell them, send me home.
Jua. This one who wants to go home. This one who wants to go home. Akienda home atafanyiwa nini? Well, me I called my folks to school a couple of times.
Yeah.
Sana ilikuwa noise making apparently.
Yeah,
Mimi sikuwa ninanyamaza, and then sometimes, most of the times during physics lessons, ikmakamago, I was in class either making fun of the teacher or other students. So walikata kuona niko na talent ya imitation. I is a good actress, no? I could imitate properly, okay? So don't hate me for my talent, okay?
What's your story of imitation? Imitation.
I have stopped.
Imagine. But I went to school in Mary. Before walk in and say, Sharon, get out. I hadn't done anything.
Ulikuwa unacheka.
From a hick left, my best left.
Mare, you are trying to be funny.
But the thing is, sometimes it's
too much.
Exactly.
It's too much. They keep shrumping all the time. They are mentioning words, they mispronouncing words. Alafu kunakuwa ati kuna shinda. Alafu mnakaa hivi basi.
Wewe ndio unajua kusema kitu. Mbona mimi unanipanish?
If you do not know how to pronounce the word clef, unaniambia vitu vingine alafu nakasirika basi. It's not my fault. Hesh. What is hesh? But lakini yenyewe hiyo story ya kublash ilifanya kuna mtu shule, my friend. Mwalimu wetu wa CRE. Ana shrub and she used to share her words.
Yeah.
Because nakuja na mate. My friend. That mother used to teach us CRE. Tempa yake ilikuwa kama ya wale watu wote wanajuanga au jam.
Yeah.
Mazejo ati nakwambia umekaa umejaribu kujificha. Umecheka like when somebody just lifts their face like this, they are drenched tears. Juli kucheka wameisha.
Yeah.
Mwalimu akamwona. Ile kibare ilitembea pale. Hiyo lesson yote watu walikuwa hivi. Yaani nakwambia tu kusikia ufala bora ujichune ujidunge hivi na pencil ama compass. Usikie uchungu because you're thinking I'm not getting.
But what do you think for personally?
Yeah.
I think what the solution would be before we go into a musical interlude. What the solution would be this. Teachers from Nyanza.
Yes.
Teach in Nyanza.
Yes, please. Mutaelewana.
So that when you say soga,
it is a common pronunciation.
I used to hear him soga.
Sio suke chini.
Teachers in Meru, please. Teach in your districts and your localities.
Kibware mnafundishwa tu na mwalimu.
Teachers in Cumberland, please. Diversity. Hatutaki kwa teaching.
Good morning,
we don't want diversity. We refuse. Sisi kama chama cha wanafunzi of past, present and future. Kwa sababu we are still being.
Sisi tulifunzwa na accent alafu tuyotofunzwa na accent bado.
Mimi kile nasema ni mimi sina shida na accent. Accent cannot be avoided. But please, don't beat me.
When I don't understand your...
Because I didn't understand you saying...
45. It wasn't me.
Yeah, listeners understand.
No, you don't know that's 45.
I tell this story all the time. But people think I'm joking. Yeah? Our biology teacher, one of our biology teachers, right, used to draw the heart. In anatomy, used to draw the heart. And because he could not pronounce them, he would point. The blood comes from there, to there, through there, by there, in there. This is the pulmonary system. Cardiopulmonary system. Even cardiopulmonary is pointed out. Okay, so here's my point. I know we've joked a lot about it.
Yeah.
However, if somebody is going to teach a subject, personally, I think they should be compelled to at least be able to speak the language that they're teaching. You cannot have an English teacher that cannot enunciate, because what are they teaching the children? When that child leaves there and, for example, goes into a workplace and can't say something properly, that's how they were taught. It's not their fault.
That's true.
So is it that we're allowing teachers that are, I'm not saying they're not qualified, because someone has to know their subject. However, if you can't even make the effort to learn, especially in sciences,
because they have big words, they have weird words, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes a difference. Now, Mimi, please, nisichapwe kwa sababu you taught me one thing, and now I cannot recognize it in a textbook. Because the way you said it, and the way I see
you are teaching me parallelogram.
Nani? Ni tricky.
Sorry, forgive us.
Today naona ni kama amekuja tu na zake na hizo zake zimenipendeza tu.
Inaitwa DJ Drops Bomb.
Welcome everyone. Back to that show here at Galactic Productions.
Yes, please.
Mimi ningependa kutuma salamu kwenye hapa vile tulianza Meso, Erasto, Meshach, Ruben, Papi Mboma, Lucas Onyango, and kwenye Kevin Ndege himself. Ano gada yuko hapa ndani.
Ako insight.
Roy Matenga yuko, lakini it's because he cannot avoid it because he's our DJ and our producer.
As escape.
Hata angetaka hawezi.
Where would you go? Why would you leave us?
Don't leave us.
Don't leave us.
Karibuni sana.
Welcome very much. Very many, very much, very most. Gloria, unazidi kuiva. Aki, zidi kuiva mama. It's all right. Uendelee kuiva na kasi yako. One Doti Ogutu alisema asamliwe. Akiona tu vile tu na wave. Good morning. Na bado una celebrate birthday month. Happy birthday month. We. Umesikia hizo vitu zenye DJ leo ameamua leo.
Yeah.
So DJ forgive us. Mimi lakini leo nimecheka. Yaani hata makasiriko yangu ni kama iko plugged in, lakini ngoja tuone.
Friday for those who watch our show, we're here on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and on Monday is
relationship Mondays,
and on Wednesday we talk about
business and wellness,
and on Furahiday we talk about everything and anything makasiriko yoyote. If you have any bugbears, if you have anything that you'd like us to talk about, by the karibu sana Anogada tena. I can see you there.
It's inside. Kama uko na makasiriko on Friday tunakasirikanga kidogo.
Kwanza DJ Roy amesema chemistry ndio ilikuwa the worst, and I agree. Lakini tusirudi huko. Kwa sababu mimi historia ya shule.
Haijaisha. Hiyo inataka couple of years.
That one needs a full day.
Yeah, a full day usimaliza ukiingia tu lesson by subject per subject.
And especially education in Africa. No, in the whole world. In fact, I refuse to say Africa. In the whole world, education needs to be revamped. I am going to start this campaign, a one-girl campaign, a one-woman campaign, a one-person campaign. I will be campaigning for schools to be changed until I go to my grave. I promise you, I will say to the whole world, mwenye atasikia, anisikize tafadhali, let us change this system. Kwanza hapo kwenye chemistry.
But you know that the guys who are already doing it.
Yeah.
Wale wenye, I like calling them brave enough, wenye wana homeschool.
Yeah.
The guys who are tired out here.
Hard, man.
I know. Oh, trust. See, that's why I'm using that word brave.
Like if I was rich enough.
Mimi nilitry. Kuna mahali life ilinifikisha ikabidi hao watoto lazima wasome. Na niko home. Nikasema best tutasoma sisi wote. I learn what to teach them and then I teach them what I've learned.
Yeah.
And I'm like
back to makasiriko.
Mimi
naona ni sawa. Unajua saa zingine people say that is those people who got D's and C's. No, not in all subjects. No, but in most.
Generally.
But in most. So, it is those people that wanakuanga na ufala. But mimi sioni ni sisi. Mimi naona ni kama ni wale watu wanajifanyanga wa clever. Hao ndio wanawekanga deni za watu.
Bas ndio hao.
Hao ndio wanapendanga kuspamot. Guys, we support entrepreneurship.
Yes. Do not get it twisted. Do not get it wrong.
We support all of that. But guys.
Uza kile unauza. But sell. Make your money. Shida ni
your friends and family can't sleep because you're selling something.
Tusipumue. Sikulangi nyama lakini umeinsisti nyama. Inauzanga nyama.
You know I'm a vegetarian.
You know I'm a vegetarian but no. Hapana unajua ni bei poa. Ni size poa. Ni poa.
Okay, tumekubali ni poa.
Sawa, nimekubali. And then this is against everything I stand for. Lakini hapana una insist hapo nika. Nilikuwa naenda kutumia example nyingine lakini wacha retract. Nirudi huko kwa nyama. Hata sijaenda kwa samaki. Samaki ni sawa. Hiyo hata sina noma nayo. Lakini one night Atieno is selling to me.
Well, don't use my name.
Samaki. Yeah, but people uza kile unauza ni sawa. Uza kile unauza. Sisi hatutakushautia, hatutakasirika, hatutasikia vibaya, hatutakusupport. Bali tutaweza. Just don't wake up in the morning. Na in the morning sana ninasema saa 10 asubuhi mtu huamka asubuhi anakuta hizi vitu kwa inbox. Umenipangia hivi picha 172 za vitu zenye unauza. Vitu zenye vizuri unajua si consume. Sawa, nitajaribu nikusambazie. Shida ni kusambaza vitu zenye hujatumia ama uwezi tumia. So hata mtu akiniuliza swali I don't know what to tell them.
Oh yeah, you can't endorse products that you haven't used or even don't believe in.
Unajua? Unaniuzia sigara nikusambazie sigara, mimi sijui hata kuhakisha sigara. Leave me. Leave me.
It's
Leave
okay
me.
to ask people
Leave me.
to support you
Yes.
and your business, but it's another thing to constantly barrage people with, it's like a constant barrage of information, of stuff, of send this to all
your contacts.
All your contacts. Send this to everyone you know.
Your networks.
How come I know that you know so and so, and I don't know that you've told so and so that I sell such and such?
Exactly. Exactly.
You've asked me to do something for you. It's not mandatory.
Si job umeniandika.
Exactly.
Umenieka hapo.
It's
Ulituma.
It's not mandatory that I have to help you to spread the word about your business. Yeah, I might really want to help you, but your approach makes me think that if I share this with my contacts and my contacts come to talk to this person, this is the kind of what's it called?
Response. This is how you're going to.
That they're going to get. And I'm thinking, do I really want to deal with somebody who's unprofessional? Because that's what you have to think about in the long run. You know?
Imenikumbusha wala se ushaona leo umeenda kubai kitu alafu maybe you saw it, you're passing by, and then you spot it and then you're like, that looks nice, then you approach. Then ukifika ukishika ukiangalia, then you're like, hapana, it's not what I thought. It's okay, najaribu siku nyingine. Kuna mtu wa duka on the other side of the cashier. Wewe unakuja hapa, unakuja kuharibia watu wakati unakuja kama uko unanunua, mbona ulikuja? You're like, why are you so angry? I thought it was a mango. Nimekuja nimepata ni ndimu. Sikwa natafuta ndimu. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like the guys who are just
stop getting salty. Stop getting salty.
Unajua?
If someone doesn't buy your shit. Like seriously, like if I come to your shop and I look at something, I don't buy it, and you treat me well. If someone tells me down the road, I'm looking for such and such, I'll go to Afropab's shop because she's such and such, and she's such a nice person. It'd be nice to promote her.
Unajua?
You know what I mean? So
kuja here with all my bile. Nakuja hapa na una pesa. I'm sorry. I will not come to your shop, and guess what? Neither will anyone I know. Ama tani kukutana na mtu hapa kwa njia.
No, but to be fair,
sikubali.
I think vile tumesema kuna watu wengine wako na tabia mbaya sana. Ukienda na sana muona ni watu wa nguo, watu wa viatu, watu wa hizo vitu za kutestiwa before mtu. Okay, mtu
matuda
ametry kunini vitu mtu akishaguza unafikiria lazima ni
basi.
I'm like, no, if you think that you don't want people to touch your vegetables, then don't put them on display. Or weka kitu on display. Usiniambie atiguzo uone vile imeiva, alafu nisiponunua.
Usifinya.
Unafinya alafu ununui. I'm like, it's like no. I cannot liken this to going out seeing a fine girl painting. You see across the room, you look, you think
this one. Kumbe the strobe lights na
you make your way there. You think whatever she's drinking, you check your food because you're thinking, mazal fika there, you're like,
I'm well lined.
Woma iangalia kutoka nyuma. Umeiangalia kutoka nyuma.
Umecheck.
Umefika pale, umewika azikaraba hiyo.
Say what's up.
Anatana. Unasema it's okay. Let me what I leave. I was just
sorry, nilikuwa naongea na bartender.
You know.
I was and guys, it is okay.
I know it might sound rude, but you've changed your mind. It's okay to change your mind. You know what I love
you've changed your mind before you even committed to anything. So uko na time yako.
And the thing is, when I asked you to buy your drink, I didn't promise you a drink. I just asked you if you wanted a drink. Now your yes or no has no bearing whether I buy you one or not.
When you see this one, run. Run.
But it's true. Your yes or no has no bearing on whether I buy you a drink or not.
Alafu now imagine me being that chick ati nimetana ati alafu nakuja ati napata umechange mind yako. Wewe kwenda. Kwani nini? Hata una pesa. Umechukua hapa pesa umekopa kwa simu unakuja hapa. Hata hizo viatu si zako. That's my response. Ndakasirika.
Sometimes you talk like you've done these things.
I am suing for defamation very soon.
No.
Yo.
I did not say that you have done this. I did not intimidate, nor did I imply, nor did I suggest. I said, sometimes you speak like somebody who has experienced certain things. You know, if somebody comes to you and says to
Not
you,
directly though.
I know you're hungry. I know how it is to be hungry.
You have an idea.
Yeah, they have an idea of being hungry.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they've ever been hungry in their life. They just imagined hunger. So you cannot sue me for something that I did not accuse you of.
Wapenzi watazamaji. Do you agree with this here story?
Anyway,
Changing your
people. We're not even changing topics. We're just diving straight into the next topic, which is people. I don't like to speak about pyramid schemes and MLMs in the same sentence because they're two very different things. A pyramid scheme is something that is set up to con people. Somebody comes in, sets something up, takes the money and flies away. Multi-level marketing companies are very different. What they do is the harder you work, the more you earn.
The more you earn.
The more people you introduce to the business, the more you earn. It's like a sales job.
Yeah.
Do you get me? But because they got a very bad rep in the 80s and 90s where there were many, many pyramid schemes, which have now been banned in almost every country in this world, you know? Multi-level marketing, and this, yes, I will talk about this another day or during a business segment. Right now, I will not go into the ins and outs of what a pyramid scheme is and what an MLM is, you know. Two very different things, One is legal, one is not. One is a legitimate business that you choose to walk into. Some are harder to make money out of, but eventually, if you stick with it, you will make money from it. Yes. But when you buy into these things, you cannot buy into it. And this is what I say to people all the time. When you walk into a multi-level marketing company, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It's like any other business. You're setting this business from scratch. You know how to open business for at least another 2 years. And people who cool it out of it before the first year and a half, or first year, knew what already walikuwa na hiyo network set.
Yeah, true.
You see, for example, like I work with a company that sells supplements. Yes. Now, this is something that I believe in. It's a product that I've used, so it's something that I would endorse. I would endorse it because, unlike maybe another company that doesn't pay me for endorsing them, this company actually pays me for endorsing a product that I believe in, that I use personally. You see what I mean? So it's very different than someone coming and telling you, come with 100,000, tell them to wash it, and wash it 200. Very different. You know?
You have just been conned.
Exactly. But I think that this is something that maybe next week or the week after I will come in and talk about MLMs and on a more serious note, pyramid schemes and MLMs.
On a Wednesday like this.
Exactly. But my point on a MAKASIRIKO day is, if you belong to any of these companies, if you work with an MLM, umeshaniambia unauza kitu. Ni sawa. Nikumbushe maybe next week ama next month. Ni sawa. Nioneshe how it's working for you. Ni sawa. But don't keep telling me every day. Come join my program. Come join my company. Come join my. You get me?
There's this. Aki nimetafuta word. Imekata. But anyway. Jogi. Anyway. Because tunapata team set and nakwambia nini see, of course they go through their contact list. I'm like, hey, what's up, nini, how have you been? It's been a long time. Maybe you guys haven't spoken in like 2 months or a while.
2 months? 5 years, try.
No, after 2 months kidogo utasema, okay, sawa. See, we hook up. See, we sit down, we discuss 1, 2, 3. Cheers. You're thinking, this is my pal, and it's been a while. Let's sit down and talk. Most of them, that's how they begin. Kidogo shortly umekuja, nimit, mahali flani. Okay. Kidogo shortly inakuwa ni, you're walking into some building over there, and then you're being directed into some corridors, and then kidogo shortly you're in a group of people. It's not a restaurant, nani. There are no meals being served in this establishment. Before you know it, you're being told, so now, I wanted to introduce you to this thing. There's this thing I'm doing. I'm like, don't be duplicitous about how you invite people. I believe in MLMs. I believe in multi-level marketing companies because if you work it right, it can work for you. It's not for everyone, just like every business is not for everyone. True.
You know what I mean? Not everyone can sell the way multi-level marketing companies. The thing I don't like about some of them is the duplicitous nature of how they invite people. If you want to introduce me to a business opportunity, tell me, I'm inviting you to a meeting, it's a business opportunity. We are going to go together, you're going to find out more about it. You see? Then
give me a heads up. Exactly. Give me a heads up. Don't surprise me. Because mimi it's like umekuja unajifanyia hapo unakuwa romantic, unanifunga blindfold. Just walk. Walk. In my head I'm thinking, what are these? What are these? Alafu unaenda unafika huko mbele unapata surprise. Do not trick people into these things. Some of us
I don't think it's tricking. I think the thing is most of them work on the premise of it's a game of numbers. Just like any business opportunity is a game of numbers. So basically they think if you invite 10 people, for every 10 people you invite, or for every 20 people you invite, one of them will say yes. However, your yeses will very much depend on how you invite them as well. You know, if I tell you, look at this supplement, it's worked for me this way. Then you ask me, can I have more information, and I invite you to a meeting. It's very clear. It's a meeting about this product that has worked so well for me, and I'd like to introduce you to it. It's a meeting about a business opportunity that has afforded me an extra bit of income, and I'd like you as my friend to be able to take advantage of it. Sitaki siku moja uniulize mbona haukuniambia.
Exactly. Nilikwambia, but you decided not to follow through, not to participate.
But it's the duplicitous nature of how people try to invite people into these opportunities. And in many cases they are opportunities, because in many cases it's a business that you can start with very little. A lot of them nowadays don't even ask you to hold stock, you know. So you can start it with very little and make a lot. It doesn't mean that you won't work hard. The problem with a lot of people hapa nje wanafikirianga ati there's something out there for nothing. Na hao mimi naona kabula naona tukunywe maji. Na wewe kama ni wewe ni mtu unafikirianga you can get something for nothing in this world. Kama unafikiria unaweza kula kwa hii dunia. Kama unafikiria you can come into my restaurant and eat and then tell me I'll pay you next week. Kama unafikiria unaweza niambia, can you bring me something? Kama unafikiria you can come into my clinic and tell me, can you, yes, maybe my clinic I'll agree, because if you're in pain,
life and death is different.
But guys, let's listen to some music.
Wacheni ukora.
And let's keep enjoying this show, and thank you so much for those who have joined us so far. We're on that.
Welcome, karibu dada. Well done.
As people from my community
here to appreciate our sister Caroline Kinyana, who has been an amazing support to us. She always shares, she always listens, you know, she's just been here.
She's out there.
And thank you so much for everyone else who's been here from day dot. Lucas real time on Nyango is always here, real time, whenever he can. Kwa sababu yeye unajua yeye yuko na time difference. Akisi yako next week. My brother, karibu sana. Again, Mesha, Meso, Kevin Otieno, Ano Gada,
Caroline Kenyana,
Gloria
anazidi kuiva and one dirty akuti.
Wase kuna wenye hata wako na watu waoni, tunaona tu numbers.
Maze.
So thank you so much for joining us. Again, always, thank you so much for supporting us. Because without you guys, sisi hatuko.
Anako sisi.
Kwa hiyo story, na sisi ni kina nani?
Mimi kama mimi ni Afrofab.
Wewe kama wewe ni Afrofab.
Mimi kama mimi ni Afrofab. I dare Afrofab.
Mimi kama mimi ni United.
Alafu na hii ni that show.
It is that show, guys.
Alafu tumehostiwa Galactic Production Kenya.
Karibu sana.
Like, share, ambia watu sambaza hapo nje.
Tupendeni na mtu sambaza.
Si ndio hapo sasa?
Right.
Ndio hapo sasa.
Sasa ni muda na wakati wa kulala salama, na DJ anatuambia hivi.
Dawa ya moto ni moto.
Dawa ya moto ni moto.
Maze.
Wase. Mimi kwa hii dunia muaje. Diplomacy only works to a certain extent. Diplomacy. There are certain things that you cannot afford diplomatic immunity to. There are certain people that do not,
you can't make it,
deserve diplomatic immunity. Kuna tu watu wanakuchokozanga yani. na wanakuchimbia hapa ndani kikulacho. Yani wahenga hawakukosea wakisema kikulacho kimguuni mwako. You know what I mean?
It's right here.
There are people in our lives that wanapenda tu kutuchimba.
True.
They say that they're here for us. They say that they want us to do well. They say all these things, but they don't want that. You know, they're always trying to look for a way to
waiting for
you.
that one day. And if they don't find it, they create it.
Those are the same people who come and tell you, I was sitting in a bar and so was talking about you. We were sitting here, in fact, tulikuwa mimi na nani.
Nani alisema, nani
akasema.
There's 6 people
exactly.
saying something.
Yeah.
You, the 7th person.
That's
what
it.
did you say?
No, but
ulikuwa hapo unasikiza, uliwapatia airtime.
It is not the loudness of your enemies. Sometimes it is the silence of your friends. It is the silence of those who say that stand by you. It is their silence. When you're going through something and they're silent, then you know you're standing on your own. You know what I mean? If my I was going to say my boy, because you know we have London things, you know. If you back your boy, you always back your boy. You know? If you find your boy in trouble, yeah. DJ Roy, am I telling you the truth or not? If you find your boy is in trouble, you throw the fist first, you clear the decks, and then you go ask him, hey, you man.
No money.
You man.
What's happening?
You man. You get me?
See, on the other hand, nasema sisi madem sana. It's, I don't know why it's so hard to find ladies who are going to stand behind you like that.
I don't think that's true. But carry on.
Wako, yeah. But lakini even jamas, by the way, kuna wale downfall yako inakuanga celebration, inakuanga kama holiday, national holiday. Atakatu hapa na kwa mazejo buda uko tukutane mahali tukae chini na story. Mwenye alisema majamani wadaku kushinda mademu. Haya ni maoni yangu kama Afrofab.
Mimi always nasimamianga boy child.
Mimi niko wrong is wrong, good is good. I call it out as it is.
Boy child. So stakani kusikia ati boys wamefanya kuliko
boy child akiloba ambiwe.
Ni sawa. I'm not saying don't tell them they've done wrong. I'm just saying let's not persecute them for something that maybe one guy has done or a few guys have done. You get me? There are many good men out there.
Ukimaliza narudia statement yangu.
What? That's fine. You can repeat now. Repeat it.
No, see, it's just like the way they say women can't stand for each other. There's, trust me, those women who are going to smama for you, zile are like, na wewe. Lakini kuna wale, sana, wenye wanakanga tu hapo wakingojea. Kuna njumu poa.
Yeah, but then doesn't that mean then that you're choosing the wrong people in your life rather than most people are like that? You see, this is where I say all the time, yeah? It's about trust, isn't it? Yeah. And you can't just, I say to people, I give people 100% of my trust when I meet them, 100%. Yeah. I trust them 100%. If I meet someone out here and they tell me twende hivi, if there was something I was looking for, I'll go with them. Because also I trust my biceps. Yeah. So, and I trust my fist.
This one is violent, this one. I'm just saying.
I can literally take care of myself physically. So basically, and not just because physically.
What if they drug you?
No, why would I be eating something they've given me though?
You don't have to eat it.
Okay, so here's the thing, yeah? We cannot, personally, I choose to not go through life thinking that most people are out to harm me. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. I go through life believing that everyone is good and everyone has the capability of being a devil, evil. Yeah. Everyone has the capability of killing. And that is why there's a defense in law of temporary insanity. Everyone has that point where they reach. Kikulacho, kikufikisha mahali, utakikula pia wewe.
But now on the flip side, there's people who don't have, or rather they don't know how to practice that at all. How do you mean? Like when Ashinanga too, you see like the way you say you trust people 100% until proven otherwise. Yeah. Now there's other people who just don't trust anyone. Like
but that's a choice.
Yes,
because bad things have happened to you. Yeah. Doesn't mean that bad things are always going to happen to you. But when you expect bad things to happen to you because some bad things have happened to you, bad things will always happen to you because what are you attracting to your life? Bad things. Exactly. But if you choose to trust people and treat everyone with respect until they show you otherwise, then most people will respond to that with positivity. You see? But when we go around accusing all men of being a certain way, accusing all women of being a certain way, accusing all Kikuyus of being a certain way, accusing all Luos of being a certain way, accusing all white people of being a certain way, you know, even, and then I always go back to this Black Lives Matter thing, yeah? Even within the white community, we have allies. We have people, if white people had not fought for independence as well, for slavery to be abolished as well, we'd have never got it.
Sure.
We'd have never got it if we did not have allies. You see, if some Kalenjins had not said when Kikuyus were being murdered in post-elections, that this is wrong, they'd have all been murdered.
True.
You know? So the way I choose to see it is, there's good and bad in this life. Always. Yeah? If you expect bad, more bad will happen. If you expect good, more good will happen. But good and bad will happen always.
True.
It's which you feed. You know, like how they say, there's a saying, fridge magnet saying, everyone has two wolves. It's true. Sometimes they apply.
It's like Lion King.
Exactly. Everyone has two
Simba
wolves.
and
you know,
the other one.
Naniska. Yeah. So everyone has these two wolves. One of them will feed and nourish you, and the other one will work for your demise, because it's all the negative energy, abandonment, it's all the negative energies of mistrust, of my dad did this to me, and my mom did this to me, and so my auntie did this to me, and so my teachers did this to me, and so the rest of the world is so bad that what's the point of living in this world? So it's whichever wolf you choose to feed, that grows.
Okay. Umesikia?
No, but it's true.
Don't see.
You know,
it's true.
It's like when I suffer from depression very badly, and sometimes I go to very dark places. You see. However, in those days, I bring myself out by remembering all the good 60 days that preceded these 3 days that I'm down and I can't get up and I can't be bothered to even try and brush my teeth. You see, I remember my friends that I've got that stand by me, because what brings me down is usually when I feed the negative, the people who are not there for me, the people who have done me wrong. Whenever you feed those, you sink deeper. If you have mental health issues, or if you suffer from depression, you will know it's the one you feed. However, if you suffer from depression, there is no way you can avoid it. You will have bad days, and some days are really bad. You know, but the secret is always to remember. Yeah, always think about ndio Kikulacho Physics, and it's the ones that we love the most that hurt us the most. But think, however deep down, however badly mtu atakufanyia, you know, hawezi kosana na relatives wako wote.
Hamwezi rabiana
Kwa sababu mmoja alikufanyia makosa. Huwezi kataa kusaidia mmoja juu mwingine nilimpatia pesa akakataa kunirudishia. You see, the thing I will do differently is sitakupatia ni kama deni. Nitakupatia na kwambia sawa, unaona nataka 20k. Mimi niko na 2k, naweza kukupatia isikuwe deni.
Basi. Enda kusoma hii.
Exactly.
Jaza hiyo nyingine.
Hiyo nyingine I hope utaiget, but sina ya kukopesha. I'm done doing that. As an individual. I'm done doing that. You see? But it's those choices that we have to make. So that Kikulacho usikuje kuikula. Jumaze na kwambia the people we love wanaweza kukusukuma.
wanaweza ku drive to an early grave.
Exactly. And this is including myself. I'm not saying that I'm a saint. I'm sure I've done people wrong. You get me? And even good people do bad things. And bad people do good things. It's never black and white.
True.
So before ukasirike, before uone ni kama hii ndio mwisho. Na saa zingine pia ni vizuri kusema hii ndio mwisho, because some situations are so toxic that afadhali tu sema hii ndio mwisho. Kama shule. Ni vizuri hivyo shule ingeisha. Juu mimi kama shule ingeisha, akida some of those teachers. Ningekuwa na nguvu hivi vile niko nayo leo. Tungemenyana tu. Yani mtu ananivunja tu hivyo na si madam.
No, I think zangu zilisha. I think nilichukua certificate yangu na bag zangu nikata hizo memories ndani ya shule nyingi. Cause man, I don't know.
Boarding school 2 years.
I do not know. 3 hiyo ni kwa mwanzo na mwisho. Inaitwa ya kuingia ati salon unafikiria umezoea you on your way out. So ilikuwa lakini hiyo. But I don't know. I think like you said, you have the choice. Feed the good or feed the bad. At the end of the day, consequences when utajua vile utamenyana nazo. Because there's a lot of bad things that have happened in my life, yes. But ukianza kudwell hapo beste, hautagrow, hautasonga, utashinda tu hapo. So guys, if there's bad things that you went through, forgive whoever you need to forgive. Start with yourself.
Have to forgive.
Shut up. Shut up. This is what I'm saying. Wachaneni na huyu kwanza. No, forgive who you have to forgive. Sana start with yourself, especially for always going back to that place. Usishinde hapo, unaona. Irokni.
Irokni in Kijaluo means that is in Kijaluo. In other mother tongues, like my other mother tongue,
in other tongues,
it means you jump in too quickly. You did not even test the water. You did not wait and see. Was it hot or cold? You just jumped in. I am sorry, Afro-Fab.
So, forgive yourself. Forgive me. I forgive you. I have moved on. Yeah. Forgive yourself. Forgive whoever you have to forgive. So that, and you're doing it for your own good. 100%. You're not doing it for them.
Forgiveness is never for the people.
Kuchimba. Basi unasema, mazenjo, jamani ni mess. Hii situation ni mess. Mimi mwenyewe ni mess.
Yeah.
Jisame. Yeah. And fine, you forget, it's up to you. Yeah. It's up to you. I can't tell you forgive and forget. Yeah. I forgive zingine. Sasa wingi sana. But the main thing is once umetoa hiyo funk, you toa, because forgiveness is like the biggest chunk of it. Yeah. Hizo zingine zitaingia kwa kona mahali sijui hata zitaenda na takataka hata hujui. So usishinde hapo, don't dwell there. Wenye wanakumess, walk away. Sio lazima. If you can walk away from them, walk away. Wachana now, like cut them out. Unless ati mmekutana hivi ana kwa ana.
No, but the thing is, the way I see it nowadays, as I grow older, I think about Kikulacho. This thing that the people who hurt you the most are the people who are closest to you.
Sure.
I think about it in terms of pests. Kunguni sana.
Mosquitoes.
It's true. Yeah. If you have pests in your home, it depends on how infested your home is. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Your home being your soul, your home being your body, your home being your own well-being. Yeah. So, huyu mtu anakuchimba. Na unaona anakuchimba. Na saa zingine ni besti yako mmetoka mbali. Ama it's your own brother or your sister or your mother or your father or your auntie or your somebody who's close to you.
Your circle,
let's just say
your unit.
Or
I'm air quoting because they're not
your own child. Just because you had them doesn't mean you're bound to them for the rest of your life. Then negativity is not welcome in your life. Well, not in mine anyway. I don't care. Yes, I birthed you. Yes, you're my only child. But if your negativity is too much for me, walk. I'm sorry. No, it's true. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's how I see it in terms of like a pest control type situation. Yeah. What do you hang out with
But they're just there. Like they're
If you think about
they're leeching off your life and dust.
If you think about wanting to say when you go to bed every day and you're swamped by bed bugs, you have a few choices. Chwarni, only 3 options. You know, chwarni is bed bugs in my mother.
This time.
So basically, you can either fumigate the mattress, the bed. So fumigation, just generally the whole, because they go into everything.
House,
Or you can say, I'm burning everything and start again. So basically, in that metaphor, it would be burning bridges. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Or saying, I'm going to, you can't burn.
Because basically, it's a bridge leading to nowhere. So
that's it.
You don't want to.
So basically, you would say something like, okay, fine, I'm just going to, this mattress, I've tried to fumigate it. It's not working with the mattress. Yeah. So I'm going to burn the mattress and buy a new one. But ukichoma mattress, alafu bado ziko kwa nini? Kwa kitanda. If kitanda yako ni ambao, hapo hivyo umepiga sana. Unaweza tu
umecheza unacheza flat.
Exactly.
Ungechoma kitanda ujipatie time uchome mattress. If you unalala chini mattress mpya kwanza unalala anywhere. Unajua? Yeah.
But it's the same like in life. Yeah. If certain things are causing you so much pain, you think to yourself, would I be better off
Without them, yeah.
You know, if your right hand offends you, if your right eye offends you, pluck it, kata, you know what I mean?
Written in the Bible.
Yeah. Kikulacho is pest infection.
Stop feeding.
You know
Stop
what I mean?
feeding that pest. Stop reacting to how they expect you to
There are
react.
many ways of.
You can
You can or
you can spray them.
Or you can get one of those things that just makes them sleep through the night with you, and they can fly around to their heart's content during the day. Yeah, Moziki, this is a steamer. I don't kill them. I don't like to kill animals. Just the same way that I don't wish to kill certain people out of my life. But what I do then is I limit my interaction with them.
Go away.
So in the night, I plug the thing, they sleep with me. And in the morning, I unplug it and go my way. I'm not there anywhere for them tonight. So they can carry on with their lives. I can carry on with my life. You know? And now to what we go to now, we coexist. You know, there are some toxic people in your life that you cannot avoid. That you cannot completely cut out.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like that
And some
right arm.
Yeah,
right
and
leg.
some pests are necessary.
Yeah.
Like spiders, they're seen as pests, but they eat
mosquitoes.
So for me, I'm happy with my spiders and spider webs. If you think my house is dirty, that is your opinion.
And geckos. She doesn't like geckos.
No, it's just I see they look like rats. Anyway, guys. Join your story.
Cut those ties. Me bado na insist. Cut those ties.
Chukua makasi.
Kama haikusaidii. Kama kuongezee kupunguzie, please don't allow it.
Yeah.
Stop feeding those pests. Kama unajua ni ati ni panya, ni kunguni, ni mosquito, ni mende, whatever size it is, get it out of your life.
Yeah.
Si lazima.
I think if you would
You owe it to yourself.
Exactly. If you wouldn't live with cockroaches in your house running around everywhere, why would you live with them in your head?
Exactly.
It's like why is my house clean but my head not? Because I allowed the wrong people there. Kikulacho.
Bas, you owe it to yourself. That's all I can say.
You know.
I beg.
Out.
Weekend.
Mimi, before I go, I would like to appeal to all parents. Parents, I know that some kids are finishing school now, and some of them, but if you're rich enough, don't take your kids to school. Homeschool. Get a nanny. I appeal on behalf of those children.
Hire the private tutors.
Avoid the trauma. You either pay for the nanny now or you pay for therapy later. It's up to you. Either way, you pay. I know which one I've done. I'd rather have a happy kid. I don't have to pay for them for therapy when they are older because it was my fault that they messed up. Kwa hivyo story, night Otieno, on this Makasiriko Furahiday. And we're going to leave you, but thank you so much again. Thank you so much to all those who have joined us.
Oh my God.
It's been an amazing show. I personally have enjoyed it, and I'm actually looking forward to watching it later.
Yep.
If you feel like there's something that we've spoken about today that would benefit somebody you know, or if you feel like it's benefited you, or if you feel like there's something you can add, you can still add it on after the show. Come onto the Galactic Production page, see all our other content, contribute to the conversation. Because without you guys and your contribution, we're nothing. We cannot have topics to talk about without the people who actually send us messages during the week and tell us how it's gone, and tell us whether they're enjoying it or not. Give us feedback of how they're doing with it. You know, like on a Monday we talk about relationships. On a Wednesday,
business and wellness.
And on a Friday, we just talk about everything.
That
if someone throws something at us, we just throw it in there. Like literally, we have a cauldron and we just throw everything in. We just throw it in. So guys, please join us again on Monday, 9 o'clock, Wednesday, 9 o'clock, and Friday, 10 your time, 9 o'clock, East African time, aka
It's Nani.
Thank you very much, DJ Roy.
Have an awesome weekend.
Have an awesome weekend, guys, and see you all on Monday.
Adios.
UG official.